In this timeline, Yami is willing to take Sekke in, and Jack the Ripper really isn't. He doesn't raise his hand, but Yami does. And Sekke would reluctantly be part of this Magic Knight squad, so he'd reluctantly join the Black Bulls. I do think that he would reason with himself, saying that once he becomes famous, he'll be known as the one Black Bull that surpassed all odds. Sekke does become really upset once he finds out that Asta joined the same Magic Knight squad as him, which really upsets him because, he humiliated him. Upon arriving at the Black Bulls headquarters, Sekke would try to flirt with Vanessa, but she would still end up throwing up on him, which kind of puts him off. Just like in canon, Magna would give Asta and Sekke their quote-unquote baptism. When they go out, Sekke goes first, and he uses his cannonball as a barrier. When Magna's exploding fireball hits the barrier, it cracks the entire thing before shattering. This is enough for Magna to upset him, and it kinda tickles Sekke's ego a little. Up next is Asta, and it goes down just like in canon. This would piss off Sekke, as he showed him up once more. Asta showed him up once more. The next morning, Sekke and Asta would meet Noelle, which would go exactly like in canon, except when Sekke tries to flirt with her, she essentially tells him to, disappear like the little insect he is. This would make Sekke question whether he belongs on this squad or not, because, no one likes him, especially not even the girls. Sometime later, Noelle's power goes wild, and it's stopped by Asta. After Magna tells her that the Black Bulls are full of, failures, this doesn't change Sekke's attitude about being in the squad. If anything, it would make him feel worse about being here, because, he feels like he doesn't belong. After all this, the team would be assigned their first mission. Noelle, Sekke, Asta, and Magna are assigned to hunt boar for Sase village. Sekke would probably have to take Noelle with him, because, she can't control magic, meaning she can't fly, and Asta doesn't have any magic, meaning he can't fly, so he'd go with Magna. Upon arriving, they see the village covered in mist. Magna knows that this could be the effect of an enemy stand, someone with powerful mana. Sekke proposes that they leave and contact more capable magic knights. Magna says that there's no time for that, the villagers can be in danger. He tells Asta to use his anti-magic sword to cut through the mist. When they arrive at the center of the town, they see the villagers being held hostage by a bunch of icicles hovering over them. As they begin to fall, Magna uses his explosive scatter shot to break apart the ice. Asta asks the guy, who created all the icicles, what is he doing here, trying to kill these innocent people? He replies that he's just getting rid of useless beasts who are gonna waste his time. Asta shouts that that's not gonna happen as he rushes him. But Heath and his minions create more icicles and launch him at them. Meanwhile, Sekke's watching all this and starts thinking about running away and hiding as, he doesn't want to die. Unlike Asta, he's not ready to throw away his life. Noelle is also thinking the same thing. She's a royal and she doesn't want to die here, not in this peasant village. Magna takes note of this and tells them that it's their job as magic knights to protect the weak. If they run away now, not only will they be a disgrace to the Black Bulls, but they'll be a disgrace to the entire kingdom. It wouldn't be very manly of them to leave these poor innocent people, behind to die. This is when a child and woman beg for the two magic knights to save them. This unlocks a new spell for both Sekke and Noelle. Noelle still gets her Sea Dragon's Lair, the spell that protects all of the villagers. Magna would then step out of the spell and use his Prison Death Scatter Shot, which is followed up by Sekke's new spell named Sekke's Magnum Cannon, which breaks through Heath's little snowflake shield and hits him at the same time Magna's attack does, which causes him to get knocked out. After this, Sekke reveals that the attack nearly drained all of his mana, and Magna tells him that he's a lot manlier than he took him for originally. Meanwhile, Noelle will still be thinking about how attracted she is to Asta and how cute Nero is. Once Asta wakes up, the villagers are all thanking him, for saving their asses. Sekke starts to internally scream about how Asta's a monolith fool and is still getting all the glory, even though he wants all the glory. He thinks he deserves it, Unfortunately, Heath and all of his minions, all except one, still get dusted. After this, they go back to the hideout, and Sekke would probably try to gloat about how he defeated all the bad guys by himself to like Charmy or Gray. and they'd probably call him out on his lies. From here, we can skip to when Vanessa takes him to the black market, and nothing really changes until the old lady gets robbed. This is when Sekke shows off his Sekke shooting star spell, and Asta grabs onto the vehicle. With both of them somewhat working together, they both catch the robber. And by somewhat working together, it's more like Sekke is trying to kick Asta off, and they actually end up taking out the robber by crashing into a wall with him. Sekke would still probably get poisoned, and then Asta would give him the speech about not giving up on his dreams and to live on. This would slightly change Sekke's mindset on Asta. Instead of being a small monolith rat that ruined his life, he's a small monolith rat that ruined his life and has a point. Vanessa would then come in saying that this poison isn't gonna kill him, it's only temporarily numbing him. That's just about it. He'll be better in no time. Soon after, he gets up and takes the thief to wherever the bad guys are taken, while Asta takes the money back to the old lady, who was the Wizard King this whole time. What? What a fucking twist! This means that the Wizard King would probably, maybe insist that Sekke go onto that dungeon exploration arc that, is up next, but I probably won't cover, and if I do cover it, I'll leave a poll on the top right of the corner of the screen, whether you guys want him to go on the expedition or not. Since I know this won't get that many views, I'll leave a like goal of about 100 likes. Since I know it probably won't do that great, but yeah, 100 likes if you guys want a part 2 to this. I really like Sekke as a character, so I hope I get to do another part. Anyways, that's been this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.